everybody. My name is Jessica Holyfield, and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we're here taking a look at Twice is Like Ooh-Wah, Ooh-Wah, the music video. I also have a couple other things pulled up here. This is not the start of my Twice marathon. I've already reviewed all of 16, so I know all of that lore going into this, but this is the start of the discography portion of their marathon. I'm releasing it early onto YouTube for you guys to know, yo, I'm actively looking at it right now, so if you want to be a part of the journey as it's happening, Patreon is the place to be a part of every nook and cranny of a release. So excited for this. I'm ready. I hope you are. Let's watch. I don't remember the last time I watched this music video. I think it's whenever they debuted. Hey! Love it! Yes! Oh, so fun! Love it! Here at the debut now. We've already looked at so much. It's also interesting that we have a bus in the music video. I feel like a lot of debuts end up with buses to some degree. They're like, sorry, I'm having a great time. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Ooh. Yeah. I love how unserious they are for the zombies in this. And if I'm remembering right, did somebody mention that Banchan is in this music video as a zombie? See, they're trolling it. I love it. Gosh, it's so funny. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Did we get a heart? Oh. Those are cute. That jacket with the Twice logo on it. Yeah. partying. Party hard. That's so funny. That's so funny. They said mianeo. Oh, I love it. Okay, so I found this. This is the music video dance version. So we're going to look at it. And then I also have this one, which is the name tag version. And I feel like one of these two we'll do a review of the dance on. So here we go. So they're in their outfits. School no more. Oh, fun. Switch off school? Yep. Ha! Ha! Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Ooh, ah, yeah. Oh, love. Twice. This is the first time I've seen the dance. That music video is not the first time I've ever seen. Oh, yeah. Love. Let's go. I'm just really happy that they're debuted at this point in time. Now it's really funny. Obviously, they've been around for 10 years, but I'm experiencing the emotions of them coming from the show of 16 to here. Yay! We cheer. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah. Okay, name tag version. Do we? We don't. Thought I was gonna get lucky with some English subs. Very nice. So this opening here with 3 groupings of trios, but still having your center group being the main features of that section, I thought was really smart. I don't see that too often. That was really nice. They're also pretty restricted here because they're facing us and not the mirror. And you see this little remote or whatever that is, the lights, whatever. That's our marker to don't go past it. That's your center. I just wanna fall in love. Hey, hey, hey. I really like the hips on that. That's cute. Ooh, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, oh yeah. Nice. I think their personality as members, you see so much more, I think, in the costuming of the last one. And it didn't look cut. So we're gonna probably review off that one, but it's nice to see this, where you have the name tags. Now I know all of them, because like I said, I've spent many times sitting in the chair, listening or watching their time in the pre-debut show. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Nice. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Can I just say, you know the movie Zombies, right? From Disney Channel? I'm saying if Zombies was a K-drama that came out around this time, these girls would have been the perfect cameo for it. Because of just the aesthetic of their music video, their charisma in the music video. Ooh, oh yeah! Love it. Love it. Okay, so we're gonna do this one because they're in their outfits. It's more, you know, they're not focused on singing, but the type of presentation is similar to what we're gonna see. All right, from the top we go. Okay, 0.75. Love it. All right, we're forward, love. Our first moment with a da-da, that little sound, it sounds flutish, right? So I like that we have the fluty moment there. We open it up. We have the rest of our members join around. I like the dip, dip, dip down. I believe that's Sana, right? And then we have a switch off there with our next group of 4. They hit it forward. I really do like how we used the numbers to our advantage in some of our visuals. I think it's great. We have everybody come back up. We have more flutes, and then we have it more towards center, and then we have it framed outward. We have 3 and 3 diagonally to frame this center trio, which is really nice. We walk, mwah, which we love, and I like I said, I like that we have your first feature. She's the most center, Nayeon, right? And then you have the other two, you know, complementing and mirroring on both sides for symmetry and balance. And then we switch it up, new feature, and they're like, oh, they're playing extras, right? So I think they did great there. Then we come right back up. So there's a lot of switch off features, which I found interesting. You see that in verse 2 as well, but it's between Nayeon and Momo. And I think it works pretty well. We come up, and then it goes over to Sana. They all are facing different directions. They go, omo, right? With this nice little pose, and they ripple it all the way across. We come back up, and then we have a nice little moment with a shimmy. Not really a shimmy, more like a rotating down accent, which is nice. Love Jihyo here. And then we hit it with a nice punch going on with the hip. I think that's Mina, right? Is she the one who's singing that, or is that everybody? No. So that's a really tricky part to see who your feature is there. And we hit with a nice bounce there. We move out to the side. So I think that was really only the first time where it was a bit tricky to know who the feature was there, but that's too bad. But there's a lot of pass-offs that happen about every 2 sentences, so I understand that. She moves forward. I like that we're able to have her more featured in this moment with the walkthrough. They point down. She's like, hello. Suyu, Miss Audience Viewer Choice Pick. We love it. Good to see her. Bring it around. We open it up. I like the fold down, and I like the showcases good flexibility where you're able to have that arm behind the back, and you have it framing your face here. It looks great. And then we have another moment where we open it up. We twinkle in the fingers towards the inside. And good. Now, it's funny how sometimes you can tell, like, we struggle on the lip syncing side on this. I know they're lip syncing, obviously, but I think it's funny how it's like that part there. I thought that was really cute. We open it up with a switch. There's a chance that may not even be her part, but because we see her, that's just what happens. She says, come in, and then we open and we present. We're like, we're here. What's the yo? And they go in with the fold-ins, which do kind of look like resemble a heart. I just want to fall in love. We have some that make different choices out of that. Okay. And then we take it into a loose fist as we open it up. And so I like the repetitiveness of the hip there as we build it. It definitely gives something more upbeat. We're cheering, right? We love it. It's cute. The OOH-AHH, very, very bright. So I like from there, they step it back. It's an isolation of the hip, and they're letting the torso complement it in angle. So I think that looks really nice. So we end up doing a trace. We say, come here. We open it up, and we go rock, rock. Flick away, and then we create a X moment there, and then we send the head back. I like the arm swing. We double it up. Cheer! Love it. And I like that we have a cheerleading outfit, too. It's very bright colors here. We have some intensity, like with the tiger stripes over here. It's fun. And then we end up doing a switch off on the flicks with a crossover on that. And then there's your hips. And then we trace it down, doing it to the other side, doing a little come here. I like the balance of it in the chorus. We open it up one side to another. Mwah. Cross, uncross. Because it's so bright and upbeat, and we have some subtle cheering, visual here, that does help us, whenever you're seeing extremities be very clear and readable and angled, like what we are seeing. And I like the subtle dynamics and subtle texture changes, too, in the dance. It does help you, to feel we're declaring, we're having something nice and full and fun, and it doesn't bother me per se, personally, that we are repeating a lot of isms of striking and creating a angled position up top because of the cheering, you got this, we got this together, upbeat side, and you tend to be more gracious on that kind of stuff whenever you are viewing something more positively. It's making something positive out of a negative situation, essentially, which is nice. The fold downs are nice. And so to that point, it would make sense that you don't want to think negatively about when they're trying to look at it on the bright side, right? So I like the pop up there. She's like, here I am. Good to see you. I love this fold down. They're like, oh, Omo, which is really cute. And they're down and they're rotating like a train. I thought that was cute. So I like the switch off on our reps between Dahyun and Chaeyeon. I end up taking the arms, sending it across. And then nice pose. The kicks are nice. No shimmy. High five is great. They said come here. Drop level is great. And then they end up having it nice and low. I do like the transition where you have those who are walking. You have them seamlessly join in like Momo there. So that was cool. And then we have a Sengakuman. So that was cool. This is the section where you have your moment where they're doing flexibility choices. And I thought that music video visual was so cute. Really fun. And then we dive it low. We said hello. And then we have it in an inverted V. Suyu. She's like, oh my god. They twinkle it in to switch off. They grab the arms, or we grab our hands, and we have a nice little pose. Loving pose. They all drop down. Great way to showcase your visual or showcase your feature from literally anywhere. I just want to fall in love. And now, instead of being in the former position we were in, we're now in multiple diagonals. I do find it interesting, even in this version, you see Suyu be a little further out than the lines low-key call for. I find that interesting, because you would want her to scoot in just a bit, so it makes very clear diagonals. And I don't think it's because she doesn't have room. There's room if you move her this way. So, very fascinating. Same choreo. Ooh, wah, ooh, wah. Nice. They said, come here. Na, 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 na. Very fun. And then they're facing different directions. Same choreo, but mirrored. Yep, and they have it in 2 lines. Well, oh yeah, the hop is nice. Shout out to the girls who were in the platforms and the heels doing that mess. The folds are nice. Uncross. Nice on the hips. They go down. They say, come here. Mwah, mwah. They end up doing that same choreo, different. We supplement with different directions, different formations, but the intensity and how it's presented is still there. Intensity through captivation. I think intense was the wrong word. They hop it all together. I do think we didn't hop quite as high as our counterparts, but it doesn't matter. I don't think for that part. We do a drop, which is nice. The point is cute. So we have it where they bring it up to the head, and then we have it shira. We hate it. And so I like the levels. You hear that sound in the music, and they match that with the level change. That was cool there. Twinkle the fingers. Bring it to the face. We come up. Really nice to see there. Dance break. I really, really liked the dance break that we saw in the music video, how they framed Momo in the bus and then everybody was on the ground. I thought that was cool. It was a fun dance feature moment because she was known in the show as being a, you know, a main performer, main dancer energy. This very chant-like section reminds me of, you know, cheerleading, which is cool, which is what pushes into this, which makes it, you know, feel that much more drive and that much more in the concept ideas that we had discussed previously. So the hair whip is nice, good hairography. They double it down. Come on, feature. She drops it and then she does 2 head rotations. Hairography is tricky. If you can't get your hair to rotate like that, I commend it when you can. And they present it up, they get low, and then they clap it, bring it down. I love the little kiss forward, fun way to keep feature there. We present, I like the framing of the arms. She turns around, then she sings after it. Then we cheer. Hey! Love that. Different choreo for the end, so it looks communal. Why? Because we're facing different directions. I like that we're interacting with each other. It's really cute. They're like, Oma! It's really nice. So it looks like she's my feature here, Jungyeon, right? And everybody is facing her. She's the only one, too, who deviated and did something different than everybody else, right? And they walk. I thought that was really cute. So they used framing and direction to help us know who our feature is there. And she says, high notes. I'm going high arms. Love it. And we go, whoa, oh, yeah. Here we go. To the column, and then we open it out really clean and clear, and it was so fast too. They did not stop. And they invert that V. Hip looks nice. Na 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 na. Nice. I like the kisses are great. They end up doubling it cross on cross. It's like, oh hi, cheer. Nice. And then we walk. Don't they have a song that's called Cheer Up? Da-da, baby. That one, right? Inside note, I have not seen most Twice choreos. I've seen some of the courses. So that's like my full extent with Twice outside of the show we just watched. So I'm really, really excited about my exposure that I've had of Twice going into this and then seeing the full picture with the context that I now know. Love it. I love that. We're playing the flute, so now this is a little Oreo cookie effect, meaning that whatever you were doing in the beginning, you are replicating to some degree at the end. So I like that. It's conclusive. We love that. We frame that in our essays a lot of times. We bring it down. I like the different directions here. And I like that everybody has a different type of fit because it makes it very, I don't know, enjoyable to see them have, you know, a character that they're playing. I think that helps in direction and drive on the charisma that they're showing here. I like the yeah. And that's a wrap. We finished our very first discography moment with Twice. I'm so excited to keep watching. They look like they're having so much fun, and I'm really happy that we're in the discography now. If you want to be a part of the journey, like I said, it is on Patreon. I will be looking at them every week, and I'm just really excited to learn more and figure out all the behind-the-scenes isms that you guys know about, because this is, 10 years old, so I'm just playing catch-up here. You guys know me, I know you. I'm Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye!